Hi, welcome back to another podcast with Mr. Hagan. On this podcast, we continue with the aggregate expenditure model and running through sets of examples using the different determinants. Here's my aggregate expenditure curve as always. C plus planned investment plus G plus NX, and we have our equilibrium gross domestic product as a result, and the 45-degree line where the gross domestic product is equal to the aggregate expenditures. That means unplanned investment, that means unplanned investment, and change in inventories are equal to 0. So here we are at equilibrium, and then we get some real-world event. The government cuts corporate taxes. Now, we've done on a previous video government cutting taxes, and it affected consumption. Government cut taxes, income taxes, say, and people have, therefore, more disposable income, and they go engage in more consumption. This time, the government is cutting corporate taxes. And so if the government cuts corporate taxes, that means corporations are going to have more money and that they get to keep. And so that's going to be a change in investment. That's going to go under investment. And I'm going to say that my determinant is going to be business taxes. That's supposed to be a T. Whatever shorthand you wanted to use here, it's going to be change in investment, business taxes. So if business taxes go down, that means companies will increase investment. They will have more money to engage in investment, and that'll cause the aggregate expenditure curve to shift up. If the aggregate expenditure curve shifts up because of higher investment, that means now that spending is going to be greater than production. If spending is greater than production, because of investors going out and buying more capital equipment, whatever it is, spending is going to be greater than production, and that means inventories are going to fall. And when inventories fall, that means companies are going to increase production, and they're going to do that until we return to the return to a new equilibrium, which will be right here where the aggregate expenditure curve hits the 45-degree line. So the gross domestic product will go up. So we'll say aggregate expenditures shifted up as a result, and that's going to be an increase in the gross domestic product. And so we'll say our rule is this: if you get a decrease in taxes, then the curve is going to shift up. Government cuts taxes. That means companies keep more money, and they can use that for investment. Curve shifts up. If we increase corporate taxes, then the curve will shift down. Companies will have less money to put into investment, and the curve will shift down. This has been another podcast with Mr. Hagan. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on the next podcast.